Hello, everybody. Welcome to another segment of Connect Together. For those of you who don't know me, I am Nicole Yamchuk. I am the Prairie Regional Coordinator at Tetra Society. And today I'm having an interview with our longtime chapter coordinator in Regina, Terri Sleeva. Terri, thanks for coming on today.
Thank you, Nicole. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Um, so Terri, tell us a bit about your background and I know that you're very involved in the community of Regina and kind of how that ties in with how you got involved with Tetra.
Well, it started when I was working at SaskTel. I was having difficulty because I have MS. And I'm connected from home now, which is another story, but anyway, it worked out. Um, then I discovered that there are people who do need assistance, but I never really related it to people with disabilities. I'm an avid CBC listener, and because I did that, I heard 7 times, we're looking for a Tetra coordinator for Regina. After the seventh time, I thought, okay, I'll do it already, and I made the call. So after I did that, I was told there's a chapter in Regina. So I found a couple of projects. I looked around and I was the only member. Good feeling.
Yes.
So I started going into my resources. I wasn't really actively involved in the community, but with, I thought, always in the back of my mind, whenever I was at a function, I would think, how does this relate to Tetra? And there were a few times I thought, gee, maybe I should just quit. But I kept persevering, and some people started joining the group, some people left. There was a whole bunch of, I wasn't sure what I was doing. So I started contacting Vancouver a lot. And with them, they gave me advice. And the windfall was when I contacted the University of Regina, the engineering department, and I made friends with one of the profs there. And he was gung ho on helping me. He's now the dean of engineering, but we're still in contact. Not as much very often, but it used to be. In the start, it used to be just the two of us meeting and talking about different things. And then Jerry Wertak, the guy is a godsend. He is technical, he's a teacher. He loves tinkering around. And through him, it gave me a lot of, what's the word, resilience, I guess,
Hmm.
to make an effort to continue on. So up until a couple of years ago, I was sending, uh, let's see, emails to the city of Regina
Hmm.
so that they could put it in their community newsletters. And through that, one of the webmasters, one of the group organizers for the newsletter, is a retired RCMP officer. And he says, I'm going to join this group himself, not even contacting anyone else. which was great. And we also have a retired high school principal
Okay.
who also makes difference. Another one of our long-term members is Damien, who is an engineer. He tries when he can, but he does an awesome job. He really gets into things too. So
Awesome.
then there's more um, that are involved, not so much as these three people. Anyway, let's see, what else could I tell you about?
Well, Terry, how long have you been involved with Tetra? Because it's been quite a few years.
Yeah, this happened in 2004.
Wow. That's
So yeah,
that is very amazing. Tetra is
yeah. So
very lucky to have you. Since I've been on about a year now, all the feedback I've ever heard was praise about our Regina Chapter coordinator, Terri Sleeva. So
I don't
that's
deserve that.
something. So now the world knows.
I don't deserve that, but try the best you can. That's all you can do.
Yes, absolutely.
Everybody has limitations. Everybody has a comfort zone.
Mhm.
The
Mhm.
hardest part for me was doing cold calls.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But once I thought, well, if the few negativities, you always remember the negative ones.
Mhm.
Most are positive, but the few negatives, I thought water off a duck's back. I don't have to put up with that.
Yeah.
That's their problem.
Yeah, exactly. So what kind of projects, so over the years you've worked on a lot of projects. Is there any that kind of stand out that you're really proud of the chapter for working on, or like those memorable ones where, you
Yeah.
know, those good ones that stick with you?
Well, one of the first ones was Jerry made a pull behind
Okay.
for a bicycle for a little girl. She's passed on now,
Oh no.
but he she would get a her mother would pull her. And the first time Jerry saw this, he was just absolutely thrilled because she started crying when they were stopped. The wind in her face, she just loved it. That was one of the good things.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, more of an acquaintance, but she loves to sew. So she's got MS like I do. The legs don't work. So what happened was we customized her sewing machine so she uses her forehead,
Mm-hmm.
the foot pedal on her forehead now.
Okay.
Um, I I was contacted by Winston Knoll High School, who had a department for um, disabled kids, and he wanted me to make a hug chair for the kids with autism because with autism, uh, a hug around the torso de-escalates them.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, oh yeah, right, this is good. Uh, he says he had a broken down leather chair that had, uh, like when you go to a shopping mall, it gives you massage on your legs.
Yep. Yep.
He says, could you use that on the torso? Could you get something engineered? So I contacted the university, obviously, and David gave me three students who made it their university project for completion of their degree. And they made it for $1,000.
Wow.
So then Blaine wanted another one made. But then I started researching, and a lady by the name of Temple Grandin, who is a professor in Utah, I believe Utah, but anyway, she has autism.
Mm-hmm.
And she's a veterinarian. She found that when she would go into a cattle chute, when the cattle are sent to market, that the squeezing helped her. And she was in Regina, and I spoke to her, and she says, you know what? We do make them in the States, but they are like $10,000.
Wow.
So, yeah, they are on the market, and I'm acutely aware that if there's something on the market, we should refer the client to them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically, I guess, Jerry has made three, four, five pull behinds. It's convertible.
Wow.
It goes to a sled.
Mm.
It goes on wheels. Um, we actually, Damien took one to Whitehorse, Yukon.
Wow. That's
They
cool.
had asked for it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so that's kind of the things we do.
That's amazing. Yeah. It's great
Like,
to hear, when we make a project, and then they come back and they ask for another one, because that really is tried and true to what Tetra is. We're solving a problem, and now that they have one solution and they've got more people with a similar problem, we're happy to help. And so I think that that's a great storyline right there, saying, that we are filling that need. So, I mean, that's wonderful. A great shout out to Jerry and everybody, all of the volunteers there in Regina. That's amazing. And so, if somebody watching was interested in supporting Tetra Regina, is there anything that they can do to donate or to get involved?
sure, by contacting me.
Okay.
Um, my email address is Regina, one word, at disability, what is it?
Regina SK at tetrasociety.org.
TetraSociety.org. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Regina, at TetraSociety.org.
Perfect. And I'll make sure that that's posted above the video, so people can click on that. You and I were actually also talking before the interview. We're going to start a Regina fundraiser. And so if anybody's interested in donating to help Tetra Regina, there'll be a link above as well. All 100% of donations raised in the community stay in a community, and there's no admin fees. So all of your generous donations are going to go help facilitate projects. We have it's called Pay What You Can. Often with disabilities comes a financial barrier because there's so much finances that just it happens. And so we understand that sometimes you just can't cover it, and we don't want to say no. So we'll raise these monies for our clients for the project. So that's what we're doing here today to support Tetra Regina and all the volunteer efforts. So we will post that above as well. And then I guess just to finish this out, Terri, is there anything else you'd like to add, or a shout out to anybody? The world is watching.
Well, I just wanted to say that our group is addicted to warm fuzzies. We don't get money we don't get the compensation monetarily. It's through seeing the person who has received the device, the the joy that their attitude is completely changed, that someone cares and has made something for them, that it it improves their quality of life, and that's what we're all about.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, that's spot on. And I know the feeling myself, and uh, it's the best feeling. I think that's honestly, I think it's the only reason people volunteer, that people get involved with nonprofits, is because, we're not monetarily motivated. We're motivated by that feel good. And I'm so happy to have you on board with Tetra. You are a breath of fresh air, Terri. You're so inspirational. So thanks for joining us today. Thanks for letting me interview you. Um, so I guess that's it. So thanks for joining, and have a great rest of your day. And thank you to all the viewers.
Thank you, and take good care, everyone. Stay safe.
Okay, bye-bye now.